and thank you for joining me. My name is Rick Lindholm. I am the Chief Petty Officer in the Navy Reserves. I'm currently working with Conductive Composites as an intern through MilTech at Montana State University. I'm here today to talk with you about Conductive Composites program with the Electro-Magnetic Interference Composite Rigid Wall Shelter, or EMI CRWS. I'd first like to introduce you to our company, Conductive Composites. We are a family-owned business based out of Heber City, Utah, and we've been in business for more than 36 years. Conductive Composites specializes in developing and delivering lightweight polymer and composite materials that conduct and shield like metal. We have developed a proprietary nickel vapor deposition process, and with that, we've created a variety of hybrid materials such as nickel-coated carbon and aramid fibers, woven and non-woven materials, and even nanomaterials. We've employed our materials in a wide range of applications such as paint, stucco, wallpaper, concrete, plastics, carbon fiber, antennas, protective cases. We've shielded missiles, we've shielded structures, and the list goes on. We specialize in providing low-weight and highly effective shielding products. We have a laboratory and a production facility in Heber City, Utah, dedicated to composite fabrication and testing, where new technologies can be validated. Our main materials production facility is located in southern Utah. In recent years, we've completed several successful Phase 2 and commercialization readiness SBIR programs using EMI shielded composites. To highlight several of them, we've made an EMI RFI hardened truck-mounted shelter for the Air Force, and we've also made shielded missile housings and launch tubes for Hellfire and Hydra missiles for the Army. And we've developed lines of shielded electronics enclosures for both transit and rack mount command and control systems. Conductive Composites has a heritage of innovation and a long history of working with the Department of Defense. Our shielded composites can also be used in a variety of applications where lightweight EMI shielding is necessary to protect sensitive electronics. In areas such as aircraft components, shipboard electronics enclosures, and we can even shield entire buildings. Let's move on to the Navy Challenge, or in this case, the Marine Corps Challenge. Marine Corps Systems Command and the Logistics Combat Element Systems Command has identified the need for improved rigid wall shelters to reduce corrosion, reduce the weight, multi-threat protection, lower shipping costs, and reduce the overall life cycle costs of their shelters. Conductive Composites will be targeting rigid wall shelters as an area for improvement. Specifically for this Phase 2 effort, we'll be focusing on the 10-foot non-expandable ISO shelters. For the operational need and improvement from the Marine Corps, the Marines need a plug-and-play replacement for their existing shelters. The replacement shelters must meet or exceed the current ISO and container safety certification requirements and meet or exceed DoD and Department of the Navy standards. They need to have EMI protection greater than 60 decibels. They must meet that 9-high stacking requirement. They need to have a 20% reduction in weight and a 20% increase in the thermal insulation. So let's talk about the solution and the technology that we have developed. We are currently developing the EMI CRWS, or the Electro-Magnetic Interference Composite Rigid Wall Shelter, and it will be in the 10-foot non-expandable ISO configuration. Conductive Composites has developed the composite material technology that enables the development and the fabrication of the EMI CRWS. It will be a lightweight and extremely corrosion-resistant shielded shelter with significant improvements over existing shelters. Essentially, it is a composite Faraday cage built from our advanced materials technology. For the EMI CRWS status, currently, the technology for building shielded shelters has been tested in our previous projects up to TRL 7. Because the EMI CRWS is a new implementation of our shielded technology, it is currently at TRL 5, and we expect the shelter will be at TRL 7 by the end of this project. One of our primary goals while manufacturing the EMI CRWS prototype is to promote a design for manufacturability. We intend to optimize our fabrication methods with our partners while building the EMI CRWS so that we can accelerate the manufacturing process. The EMI CRWS fabrication will be complete by the third quarter of 2021. The peripheral systems will be integrated by the end of the third quarter. Testing and certification will be finished by the fourth quarter, and final prototype and prototype delivery reports will be completed by the fourth quarter of 2021. There are many key features of the EMI CRWS that differentiate it from existing rigid wall shelters. The composite materials construction offers a very low weight while maintaining the very high strength necessary to meet those high stacking requirements. The reduction in weight will reduce the fuel used for transport. The reduced fuel consumption means that less fuel will need to be transported. There will be less refueling stops along the way, which will reduce the in-field exposure to the supply vehicles. Reducing shipping costs will also bring down the overall life cycle costs of these shelters. Composites are field repairable, which was not possible with traditional rigid wall shelters. Composite materials also have better insulative properties, which makes it much easier to maintain inside temperature of the EMI CRWS than would be with a metal shelter. Better insulation reduces the cost of the environmental controls, and it also allows for smaller, less expensive environmental control units. There's an additional benefit to that, which is the reduced noise inside the shelters. Reduced noise lowers warfighter fatigue, and it makes for a more comfortable working environment. The built-in EMI protection will be broadly protective. It will protect against threats such as EMI and RFI, and we have proven that we can also include protection against EMPs and high-altitude EMPs, as well as nuclear radiation. However, these shielding levels are outside the scope of this project. By the end of this Phase 2 effort, the technology for building EMI CRWS will be in place, and our goal is to continue to develop supply chain partnerships so that we can accelerate the manufacturing process and start to meet the shelter needs of the Marine Corps. We are excited to participate in this Navy STP program to improve the probability of a successful transition. In addition to providing shelters to the Marine Corps Systems Command, Conductive Composites wishes to make the EMI CRWS and its future variants available to all branches of the military as an alternative to existing shelters. So if there are any shelter needs beyond what we've already identified through the Marines, please let us know about it. Our goal is to supply warfighters with fully integrated, shielded, composite rigid wall shelters. Now on to market analysis. The Marines have expressed the need for up to 800 shelters. We anticipate that the Air Force, the Army, and the Navy will have interest in the EMI CRWS and its future variants. We are teamed up with Core Composites and Kratos-Gishner to pursue similar shelter programs for the JLTV, or the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle Humvee replacement. We are working with NAVFAC to understand expeditionary shelter requirements and are seeking to understand the needs for the Navy's smart box shelter-based additive manufacturing concept. Applications for first responders as command and communication shelters, and applications for the private sector as modular containerized data centers have also been identified. I'd like to take a minute to recognize our key partners. Our primary composite manufacturing partner for this project is Core Composites. We are also working to develop supply chain and transition partners such as Kratos-Gishner, General Dynamics Mission Systems, AAR, CBOX, and integration partners such as Selectech and Geospatial. So I think that about wraps it up. We are very glad for the opportunity to be a part of this Navy STP, and we are dedicated to delivering world-class technologies for the Navy and to the Marine Corps. So if you think that your organization or another organization you know about might benefit from the technology that we are introducing through the EMI CRWS, please let us know. Also, let us continue to bring advanced conductive composite solutions to the military by telling us where our conductive composite technology might have a positive impact on our Marines, our sailors, our soldiers, and our airmen. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.